What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and today we'll be watching another episode of this brilliant show called The Last of Us, which is based on a PS5 game, or a PS3 game, actually, or 4 game. One of those, man. You know which game it is, which I will be playing. I've never played the game before, and I will be playing that on the channel very soon. I got my PlayStation. I've set it up, but I'll be going away on a vacation very soon. When I come back from that vacation, then I will be starting that game on the channel. That also means that this is the last episode that you will see on this channel in the next 30 to 35 days. That's how much time I'll be spending away. So yeah, we will not be finishing the series off on the same day as the episode's released. I'll not be watching the episode right away. I will be watching it after I come back, and then we'll be finishing the series off though. Now, good thing is they released this one early, and I know that HBO Max knew my schedule, and they were like, all right, this guy's got to leave, so let me just give him this one episode early. Yeah, no, it's definitely because of me. It's not because of Super Bowl or anything like that. They knew about me, because look at me, like, come on. Wouldn't you pity me either? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if there are some older videos being re-uploaded, I'll try to edit them differently and re-upload them. That's why. If there are some gaps between videos, that's why, because I'm not present at home. I'm away, so I'm just uploading like extra stuff, bonus sort of videos while I'm away. That's the plan, at least. And thank you so much, patrons, for supporting me all this time, being there. Thank you so much. You guys on YouTube as well. It means so much to me. So thank you, every single one of you. Now then, a little bit about the last episode. It was a pretty good episode. We got introduced to a couple of new characters. Kathleen is one of them, who seemed quite soft-spoken and innocent and naive, but she's not that at all. We saw her brutally murder this guy who was a doctor who delivered her. But yeah, she's looking for Henry and Sam. Two people whom I believe might be that kid at the end. I'm not entirely sure though. Pointing the gun at Joel. I thought the imagery in that episode was great. Ellie pointing the gun at herself in the mirror, then Kathleen pointing the gun at the doc, then the little kid pointing the gun at Joel. The death of innocence there. Like I said, Kathleen came across as soft-spoken and innocent, but she wasn't, so that was sort of her death of innocence right there. Then there's Ellie, then there's obviously the kid. Ellie and the kid are obviously kids, so kids are innocent, and them having to not shoot, but potentially shoot someone. Ellie obviously does shoot someone in that episode in the back, but the kid potentially having to shoot someone, that right there is the death of not just the person they're shooting, but in a way themselves as well, the innocence that is within them. So I thought it was a brilliant theme there, and they did it really well. And like I keep saying, I love this show. I'm looking forward to finishing it off, and I'm so upset that I have to go away. Well, actually, no, I'm not upset. I'm actually quite happy, because I'm taking a vacation after like 4 years. Wow, last time I took a vacation, it was 4 years ago. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so let's jump into this episode. That kid, without any further ado, let me do that stupid thing. You know, that kid, when I was editing, I saw that kid actually had two or one bullet in that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. It was but he only had a few bullets, basically, is my point. So all Joel have to do is dodge the bullet twice. Like, that's it. This teeny tiny task of dodging not one but two bullets.
It wasn't my first time.
Yeah, that right there. Oh.
Find who did this.
Yeah, I think these two might be Henry and Sam. Judging from the way the dialogue went, the kid is Sam and the older one is Henry. That out, she would blame a kid for this. This is all Henry's doing. Henry's the kid. Crazy. Crazy? I want to say lady. You're crazy, but crazy, you're lady. I love this intro so much. There's this soothing sort of vibe to it. And then you see what's actually happening, and then there's this ominous sort of vibe to it as well. Because then you realize what it actually is and what it's supposed to be and what's happening. I like these two little things that grow there at the end. It kind of shows me, because one's big, the other one's little. Kind of is like Joel and Ellie in a way. I love it. Love the intro. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Free Boston! Is it them guys? We the people, yeah. The Constitution. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Fedra hate is a weird one for me because I kind of understand it. Oh. Ah, lovely. These are not infected. These are regular people, right? These are Fedra. Okay. Ooh, and hangings. So how, see, this is what yeah. And the burning under the symbol. That's very beautifully done. Oh, this is Kansas City. Okay, cool. They're trying to take over Boston as well. So these are the firefighters then? Because they're trying to, you know, get freedom as well. I think one knife would have been enough. I think that's to show that these people aren't any better than the people that they overthrew. The revolutionists often aren't that far off from those who they overthrow. The oppressors. Oppressed become the oppressors.
Did it feel good, betraying your neighbors to Fedra so that you could get medicine, alcohol, apples? Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel safe? How does it make you feel now?
I don't think it made them feel better. I don't think anybody did it willingly.
Yeah, we could put you on trial. You're all guilty, so that's how that'll go. Do some time, easy. But first,
let me take a selfie. I like how she's already made up her mind about them. They're all guilty.
Edelstein was a collaborator? Well, he was a lot more discreet than you idiots.
He said he was meeting up with Henry and Sam. He had a place to hole up in the open city in case things went bad.
But things have gone great. Kansas City is free.
Yeah. Free for whom?
Hole up where?
I swear, I've told you everything I know.
Of course you have. You're a rat.
Yep. Told before, you're telling now. Again,
Still in the city.
you gotta look at the circumstances. Are they telling willingly? Just like you forced them, Kathleen, so did Fedra. Think, woman.
Are we really putting them on trial?
No. When you're done, burn the bodies. It's faster.
Yeah, well, how, see, this is what I was gonna say. They burnt innocent people, so I can't understand the hatred towards Fedra. You know, they did some things at the start, initially, when they didn't know what to do. And later, then they developed protocol, they developed procedures once they understood, once they had collected more resources. Even the infected they took, and we saw that little girl, right? They took her in and took as much care of her as possible. But at the start, obviously, yeah, they killed innocent people. So I kind of get it. I kind of also am uneasy with it. But then if you're going to do that, burn the bodies, kill these people, you're guilty. Oh, you're guilty. Well, what's the difference? Kansas City is free, but for whom is it free?
Do me a favor. He said he found it himself.
What's that doctor? Okay.
Okay, water, toilets. Yeah.
Okay, this is that place where they visit. So this is the past now. In the previous episode, when they visit their open cans and stuff in the attic.
Mission empty. Yeah, so's mine.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the amount of bullets that kid had. I think it was like 1 or 2. I think it was 2, if I remember correctly.
Is he scared? Yeah. Well, he saw a lot. Nothing I can do about that now. He's scared because you're scared.
Yeah. The little child here relies on him for support. Is that him? Oh, that's him. Oh, he can't hear. I thought he was drawing him. The little child was drawing the big dude because he looks up to him like a superhero, you know what I mean? Kinda. Facts. Let's get to work. Like Sam said. It's not enough to just survive. Not Sam, Frank. It's not enough to survive. So the little kid is Sam. I was correct in that presumption. Then he's Henry. And that's Elstein or whatever. Elstein. Whatever that name was. And there are the drawings that we saw. Wow. Thought you were Sam. Come on, are you hungry or Sam? Me and Ellie. I'm telling you, we'll get along really well. Don't make noises. Yeah. That's the question. You'd hope so. Wait, he can't hear or both. He can't talk either? Well, if you can't hear, then you don't know what noises to make, right? So how would you be able to talk? Makes sense. The reason why that took me a second is because I have people that can't hear in my family, but the thing is they weren't born that way. I'm assuming he was born this way. So at some point they could hear, then they lost their hearing, so they knew how to talk. Uh-oh. Well, okay, right. I forgot. I'm an idiot, because bang, bang. I like how that thing for we need to leave. Love it. I wish I knew sign language. They did. Oh. Oh, Sam. Gonna make me cry, I swear. It's the little kids. I recently saw Schindler's List. That movie was brutal. And then seeing the kids in there, you know, that just makes it that much worse. Oh. It's painting. Super Sam! Samuel! Wow. That's their mirror, eh? Things we take for granted. Oh, man. It's a big bulb. Because it's the past. I like this. I like what they're doing. It's Joel and Ellie. Yep. It's Joel and Ellie. It's kind of, oh, lovely. Oh, did you see him? Well, he didn't see him in the last episode, so no, he didn't see him. But he looked right at him, or it looked like he did at least. Yeah, I was going to say it's kind of beautiful, you know. It's the big dude taking care of the little dude. You know, same thing over there. Joel and Ellie. Although in that case, the little dude took care of the big dude, you know. Ellie came in clutch. Oh, they laid down the thing. Right. The glass. This is when they walk up on Joel and Ellie. So Ellie didn't hear it either. Like, I get it. Joel doesn't have or can't hear all that well with his right. It's very similar to how Joel taught Ellie how to hold the gun.
You don't have to worry about what to say. We don't want to hurt you. We want to help you.
Okay.
I don't know what the next step is with something like this. If I lower my gun, we didn't hurt you, so you don't hurt us.
That's right.
It's a weird tone, man.
That's just the way he sounds. He has an asshole voice.
Everything is great.
Oh, he's...
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna trust you.
He's keeping him on his toes. And if... Yeah, well, you have to be. Come on, Joel, he's got a little kid. I know what he's trying to do, but, like, he's got a little kid. Come on, bro. And so do you, so, like, I think you guys are fine. You can't be too sure, though, that's the thing. You can't be too comfortable. Well, that kid is scared. He's more scared of the gun than... you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's my brother Sam. I'm the most wanted man in Kansas City. My guess is you're running a close second. Where'd you get these?
From Bill. He's dead.
Happy story. Tell me more.
He says thank you.
Yeah. I know that one.
How old is he?
You know how old your brother is, bro?
Cool. I'm Ellie.
11.
I'm Joel.
Welcome to Killer City.
No, Fedra.
Not as of 10 days ago, no.
Wait, Kansas City. That's where Superman, our boy Super Sam, is from, right? Smallville. I'm like Hopperville. It's that 11 thing stuck in my mind. Hopper 11, you know.
I know the city, and that's how I'm gonna help you get out.
Why help us?
I saw what you did.
As you helped
Killed those
them.
men,
Yeah.
and pointing an unloaded gun at you is the closest I've ever come to being violent.
Unloaded, okay.
I show the way, you clear the way.
Oh, they're just playing? Like, is it the infector or something?
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Well, someone's having fun.
So how are we getting out?
Oh, he doesn't like them getting attached. He knows it's probably not gonna end well, and that's gonna be rough.
5 ways from downtown.
You know, Sarah.
Us. This whole area belongs to Kathleen, leader of the resistance.
Resistance.
Kansas City has a subway?
Wait, what? He didn't rip that page off. How does that thing work? Or he did, I just didn't see it. He like pulled it up and pulled it back down.
Travel underground and pop up here. West side north, residential. There's an embankment on the other side.
Is it one of those boards that you can erase? Like you do that thing and then it erases? For kids.
Fedra drove them underground 15 years ago and never let them come back up. It's the only good thing those fascist motherfuckers did.
So you want us going into a tunnel?
Everyone thinks that it's infected, including Kathleen, which means that we're not going to be running into any of her people.
Yeah, but we will be running into infected.
You've been down there.
No, but the Fedra guy.
Or one of those blind ones that sees like a bat.
Wait, you ran into a clicker,
2 of them.
and you're still.
Clicker.
You see, you're the right people. If it gets bad down there.
Yeah, so they're using the game terms as well, which is cool.
That's your great plan?
No, that's my diciest plan. But as far as I could tell.
Or have they used that word before? I don't think they've used that word before, have they? I think that might be the first time.
They're saying they're going to help us escape.
Emotional. Blackmailing. No. Yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, innit?
I think it's this way.
Come on, Joel. Now's not the time to be tiring up.
Get your gun out.
Pulls his dick out. He's like, here's my gun. Yeah. It's a melee weapon.
That's kind of a pessimist.
I'm
Not my
her
dad.
They said at the same time, it sounded like he was saying, I'm not my dad. Your school? Classroom? Easy, easy. Come on. Careful. And let the... That was kind of stupid from Henry. Should never let the kids go first. Like, you're pretty much using them as bait at that point. Goal! Golazzo! Golissimo! Goal, 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 goal. You guys ever heard football or soccer commentaries?
I heard about places like
They get intense. They're more intense than the game itself. Especially them Arab Donnies. Oh, they are passionate. Hey, I just said Donnie. Donnie-ish. Donnie and Ish.
These.
And comics. Yeah, she loves games and comics and stuff.
11.
Yeah, see, he pulls it up and pulls it down and then it's gone. It's kind of cool.
Universe. And back. Endure.
And survive.
Triple kill!
Endure.
Is that Donnie and Ish?
Endure. Survive. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Keep it down, we're not out yet.
Oh, come on. Here for a while. Just like actually To do here.
Wouldn't be so bad to wait the light.
Yeah.
Safer in shadows when we pop back out on the other side.
Hello from the other side. Stay here with Donnie and Ish. Hey, goal, 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 goal. Entra Messi, Messi.
If you were collaborating to take care of him,
I have a pot that looks just like that one back there.
You know, I wasn't telling you the truth about me not killing someone. There was a man, a great man. You know, he's never afraid, never selfish, and he's always forgiving.
You killed him?
Have you ever met someone like that? Kind of man you'd follow anywhere. I mean, I wanted to. I would have. Sam, he got sick. Leukemia was one drug that worked. There wasn't much left of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it belonged to Fedra. And if I wanted some, I was gonna take something big. So I gave him something big.
That guy?
That one great man.
Is that why Kathleen's looking for you? Oh!
And Kathleen's brother. Yeah. So, still think they should take it easy on me?
So she wasn't the leader or this ruthless person. I thought that's what that was.
The bad guy because I did a bad guy thing. But you get it.
Yeah, he gets it.
But you were someone's. See, I could tell.
Where's the watch? Wow, that's rough. So now Kathleen's hell-bent on revenge. That's what that is. See, I thought it was that they were like nice, innocent people, but they're turned that way. There's a bit more to it. There she is. Ah, come on. It's Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who told you I was here?
your mom.
Why are you talking to my mom?
Your mom.
Have you been back to the room you grew up in?
No. 100 miles away, it's not exactly worth it.
Right. When Michael and I were little, this room seemed so big. So when there was a storm, Michael told me that this wasn't a room at all. It's a big wooden box.
Well, that's what a room is.
That Michael wouldn't want me to hurt Henry. That he would want me to forgive. I know that too.
I was gonna say, from whatever little we heard from Henry, seemed like you wouldn't.
Jail? He told me to forgive.
She can't.
What do you get for that? Where is the justice in that? What is the point of that?
Your brother was a great man. We all loved him. But he didn't change anything.
Oh, yeah, he did.
You did.
But you're all here because of him, not her.
We're with you.
He started this, and it was his love and care and forgiveness that you followed, not this ruthlessness.
The other side.
Is a Dale there? Look for a Dale. You've reached the other side. Because it will draw attention, little boy. Now shut your mouth.
No one is here. No one's gonna be here because...
Astaghfirullah. He's such a cute kid.
Oh me. What? It's a huge state. It can fit 2 more people.
Don't, yeah.
Where's that coming from?
Shut up.
Whoa, it's a sniper.
What are you doing?
Oh, I like how he's not reacting. I thought I might not have seen that well, but Sam is not reacting to the bullets because he cannot hear.
I'm gonna go around, try to get in the house through the back. Dame, nobody's gonna kill me.
Then he's gonna kill us.
Well, don't move. It do days. Well, that's kind of interesting. I just thought of it. Henry gave the only gun with bullets to Sam. His own gun was empty, as he said. Or maybe that was an error. The gun maybe was not supposed to have bullets. But it did. I saw them.
And then stay up here for another hour. That's all you have to do.
That's a good weapon to have, by the way.
Please.
All right, Joel. You had to. And now you have a legendary weapon. Bolt action, yep. A lot of time between each shot, so it had to be. It's Anninii from Ant-Man. Oh, he wasn't trying to shoot him. He was trying to keep him there. And Joel fell right into it. Run. Why aren't you running? Just like that truck said, run. Oh, there it is. They brought out that truck. Whoa. It's like GTA 5. Don't waste your bullets. It's not gonna do anything, Ellie. Joel's, yeah, maybe. Oh, come on. I'm gonna say shoot their lights out. How about you move to the right, and then you're safe, and now you don't have any bullets. You're not gonna outrun a car. Whoa, what a shot. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Why are they running in a straight line? They're not gonna outrun a car. If they just run to the right, then they escape them. Or the left, you know. It's typical in movies, like a building is falling straight down and people are just running in a straight line. No one is thinking of running this way, you know?
Okay.
Whoa, this is quite a cool shot. Scary.
Round the back, take him out.
Finally worked.
Just let the kids go.
Sorry. Did you ever stop to think that maybe he was supposed to die?
He's just a kid.
Well, kids die, Henry. They die. You think the whole world revolves around him? He's worth everything? This is what happens when you with fate.
I thought you were Kathleen. Now you're Fate?
You ready to take him and run?
No? Come on. It's really ironic because she's saying to him like you think the whole world revolves around them, but then she obviously thinks the whole world revolves around her. Because she's using all these resources, all these people to do what she wants alone. You know what I mean?
It ends the way it ends.
Ooh, I have a feeling Joel's gonna put one between her eyes. Whoa, what the hell is happening? Is that thing that was underground, that serpent thing? I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's a serpent. Oh yeah, it is. Let's go. Oh no, it's just... Oh, that's what that was? Okay, I mean, makes sense. I don't know why there would be a serpent. Look, a huge one. Run, run, run. Why aren't you running? Insert meme here. I think that was a clicker. Whoa, I like how they both saw the thing at the same time. It's clearing the path for her. Get that truck. That truck is really gonna mow him down. Oh, quick. Close the window. Nice. Oh my god. Whoa. What the hell is that? That's like a... That's a clicker too? That's a fat click. It's massive. Oh my god, it's the Undertaker. Chokeslamming people. Run!
Oh my god!
Ooh. Oh, that's a child. A little child clicker. Looks like a doll. Oh, a really f***ed up doll, but you know what I mean. This is amazing. This is intense. This is just like a video game as well. In video games, you often have missions where there's like a person that have to go through an area and you have to like protect them, shoot the people around them. I'm pretty sure this might be like right from the video game. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know if it is. Oh, come on. Joel, come on. Joel, you gotta do it. I really don't like this woman now. Like, she's just full of hate. There you go. Take that. Fate. A little baby clicker got her. He's like, what were you saying, huh? Fate? What were you saying about children? I'm a child too. Fate. It's a horrible to say thing to say though about children. Like, yeah, children die, but you don't kill them deliberately. Children are our future. They're our future generations. If there are no children, that's it. We end.
You okay?
What are you saying? The world does revolve around them because if you end them, well, that's the end of humanity. The end of our species.
Survive.
Endure and survive.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, it is great. Especially in this world, if you have to.
I don't know exactly how I'm getting to Wyoming. I'm probably walking.
Bro, use some cheat code. Spawn a helicopter. Chopper.
Helicopter!
Probably get shot down, though. Take your shoes off before going to bed. You asked that from, I asked that question from Henry as well. And he said the same thing. Do I look scared?
Never.
The answer's different, though. He's like, before with her, she's like, never. Everyone's scared, man.
Scorpions.
Isn't know what they are? Scorpio from Mortal Kombat.
Get over here!
Yeah. Loneliness. I think everybody afraid of that, right?
Is it still you inside?
It's a good question, is it? At what point do you stop being you? It's on the leg, though, so they've got 48 hours? 24 hours. Not entirely sure. So there's a chance he might be fine, too.
My blood is medicine.
Is it? Oh, no. She's gonna cut herself. I don't think that's how it... Well, it might, actually. Well, we're about to find out. But I don't... This could actually lead to way more stuff. Oh. Okay, if you were gonna do that, I would, like, put blood in my different hand and put that on it. I wouldn't put an open wound on another open wound, you know what I mean? Especially when there's a virus there. Doesn't hurt? Look like if you touch it, it might hurt. But that is... that is great, though. That's a great scene. Stay awake with me. Take me to dinner first.
I promise. Promise.
Really growing close together. But that's the innocence, though, right? Like, she thinks that this is how it's done. This is how it'll be cured. And it will be cured. Yeah, she looks optimistic, which is great. Optimism is great, but I don't think that's how it works. Unless it does. Unless it does. Unless it does.
Hey.
It doesn't work. Nah. He's gone. Told ya. The hell are you doing? Oh no.
Ellie. Are you okay?
Bro, come on.
Give me the gun. What did I do?
You had to, Henry.
What did I do?
Children die.
Give me the gun.
At Kathleen was right, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, God.
I want to hit something so bad. I almost did. And I realized it's going to mess up the audio. Oh.
Let's go.
She's done with it. She just wants to move on. She just wants to get to the end. I do not blame her. What a world to be alive in. What a world to grow up in. That's the end. Well, this is the reality of many around the world. You know, it might seem like a fantasy world, but this world right here, there are people that have to do what they just did. Wow, that was a brutal episode. It feels like I'm having to say that every single episode that goes by. That yet another death of a child. And then there's Henry, of course, who chose to take his own life. Very similar to Bill and Frank, if you think about it. But yeah, before I talk more about this, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction, that's on my Patreon. Link in the description to my Patreon, and these videos go up early there as well. And don't forget, I will be taking a break, but I'll be back in a month or so, and we'll continue. And I'll play the game then too. Very much looking forward to that. Now then, so it's similar to Bill and Frank in the sense that Bill and Frank, they chose to die together. Frank wanted to end it, and so then Bill accompanied him in that. They wanted to go out together because they lived together and they had something beautiful, and they wanted to end it that way. They didn't want, or Bill didn't just want to survive. We know Frank didn't. And so Bill chose to do that as well, and so did Henry. In a way, all his life, or all his similar to what Kathleen said, was, do you think the world revolves around Sam? No, it does not, but his world, Henry's world, revolves around Sam, and he just proved it. When he shot him, he could not live with himself. That was the end of his world, so he just ended it. It's like, all right, well, that's it. What do I have to live for? Right? That was depressing. That really made me angry. It made me upset, obviously, but it made me angry more than anything. When I see injustices like this happen, this is kind of similar to Schindler's List. I got angry more than anything else because it shouldn't be like this, man. You shouldn't have to end it. You shouldn't have to end anyone else's life, let alone your own. You have to do it. In that moment, he had to end Sam's life. And then to the previous scene, referring back to the previous scene, was that even Sam at that point? Right? When Sam asks, is it still you inside? And then Ellie says, well, no, whoever was there is gone. Don't forget, though, while this is just a fantasy story, there are real life situations, people going through a lot of stuff. It might not just be a virus. We recently went through a virus as well, but there are wars and stuff like that going on all the time. Right? Schindler's List is based on a real event as well. There are events similar to that happening there. And at the moment, it's happening as well. Turkey, speaking of natural disasters, Turkey recently went through something so devastating. I mentioned that because if you can help, if and only if you can help, please help those people, because there are people around the world who are in need, and your little donations charity goes a long way. But yeah, it's sad, man. It's truly, truly sad. And it's also, I love these themes they have in each episode. Like in the previous one, I said that it was the death of innocence, right? And I explained why I thought that was the theme or the message, the the main message, the main goal of that. In this one, I think the main message is the things people do for love, the things that people do for their own, the things that they have to do that they don't want to do. I don't think Henry wanted to shoot Sam or himself, but he had to because of, I don't think Henry wanted to betray Michael, but he had to. I don't think any of those people that were there that Kathleen deemed guilty wanted to. I don't think they were happy, as she said. I don't think so. I don't think they were happy at all to snitch, to be rats, so to speak. They had to. They had to survive. And it seemed like Kathleen didn't want to do what she was doing either. She said that Michael, right? Or was it Mark? I think I wrote it down here. Yeah, Michael. Told her to forgive. She was very upset, but she did it out of love for her brother. Henry did that to Michael out of love for his brother. Bill and Frank, they did what they did out of love as well. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. It's easy to talk, man, but it's difficult to be there and to actually go through these things and to experience these things the way they do. It's hard to imagine that. So yeah, the episode overall was great. It was shot well. I love the quiet, when the car goes down into the ground and they're just dead quiet, and then a horde of infected comes out, and then that big Donnie-ish. I'm Donnie-ish. Get it? But ish. I'm really trying to lighten the mood. Come on, help me. And then he had to kill that old man. Oh, that's one way to lighten the mood. How do you? All right, let's talk about the episode in general. So where do we start? I like the fact that we sort of got a different POV of the events that happened in the previous episode with Joel and Ellie, and we saw it from the perspective of his face, Henry and Sam. I like how we saw the sort of this cycle of innocence, right? We pointed unloaded guns at you. That's the closest I've gotten to violence. Well, he did snitch on Michael, and so then he later confesses to that as well. Although he didn't directly do anything to him, indirectly he did cause the death of Michael. But again, he had to do that. Why? Because he wanted to save his brother. He needed that treatment for his brother out of love. He did that. Not, he didn't want him to die, but he had no choice, or he thought he didn't have a choice. I guess you always have a choice, but the second choice, we saw seemed like the end of the world for him, because when that happened, when Sam was no more, well, guess what? Henry is no more. And he chose that himself. So it was quite interesting there as well. The little bond between the two kids, that was quite beautiful as well. I like the fact that Ellie, and I keep saying this almost every episode now, I think I've said this, that Ellie, I love the actress as well, because she's able to portray the character of Ellie really well, because Ellie, from what I've seen so far, seems like this child who is very tough and mature for her age, but she's a child at the end of the day. And so this actress is doing a really good job of showing that toughness and that maturity, but at the same time showing that naivete and that innocence that's in a child. That childlike behavior is still there. Her rubbing her blood on his wound, thinking that would treat him. Now, who knows? It might have, but, probably not. Most likely not. And, well, we saw it didn't. And, it was her innocence and also her again, love. She cared about this kid and she wanted to save this kid. And she shared literally a part of her body with him to save him, to try to save him. Obviously, it fails, but she did what she could. She did her best. And it's quite a contrast between her and then Kathleen as well, who's willingly coming after these people. Again, she's doing out of love as well. Revenge for her brother, love for her brother, right? So revenge does lead us down a dark path. And it's quite beautifully done in a sense as well, as that when they're in that room, they're talking about, well, Mark didn't bring us this, or Mark didn't do anything, this and that, which I completely disagree with, because Mark is the one who brought all these people together and built what they built. So Mark is the one who laid the foundation, and it was his love and care and affection that brought these people together. If Mark was the way Kathleen was, I don't think these people would have or as many people would have joined them, and they would have been as successful as they are today. It is the fact that Mark built something that Kathleen then took to the next level. But that ideology that was there, they lost that along the way. And when they lost that, well, then they became the same thing as the thing that they were trying to overthrow. They became the oppressor. The oppressed became the oppressor, right? Like I said, she gave a guilty verdict without even hearing their side, without even talking to them. She just was like, oh, no, you're guilty. We all know that. Like, no, you don't know that. You say you understand, but it would seem like you don't. I guess you understand, but you don't wanna. You don't care, I suppose, because you're hell-bent on revenge. I mean, even to the point where killing children is okay. And again, I think it's very beautifully done because she gets killed by a child clicker there at the end. And another point to be made there is that, they say that Kathleen is the one who did all this. Henry achieved nothing, right? What does forgiving lead to? Well, it led to something like that, a group coming together and helping out each other. What does being ruthless and justice in their words, it's not justice, but justice in their definition of justice, what does that lead to? That brought us change, that brought us this and that and the other. Well, it also brought your downfall. That's why you are not here anymore. That's why everything that you worked for is gone. So what did you achieve in the end? Michael was right. Forgive and move on. You don't simply survive, you have to endure as well, which is the title of this episode. Again, bringing it all together. The hate for Fedra, I touched on it a little bit. I mean, it makes sense because Fedra made some choices that were very questionable, burning innocent people because they didn't know what to do with them. They could have just let them go alive, but then they would have turned into infected, bombing all these cities. Again, they didn't have to, but if they didn't, then more infected. So it's a choice between, which one do you choose? Either way, it seems like a lose-lose situation, but it would seem, for the most part, that they had gained a pretty decent control after a while, and they had come up with a system that worked, and they took in people and they took care of people. Yeah, sure, there are corrupt people everywhere, and there are people who are holding stuff back and stuff like they talked about, right, with the food and stuff like that, medicine and so on and so forth. And that happens everywhere, but for the most part, they did what they absolutely could, and I think in that sort of situation, I think that's a world where you have to try to understand and you have to be forgiving. I believe that Mike, even though we haven't seen him, I think he made the most impact on me because I really resonate with that, because that's the only way forward in a world like that. If you keep killing people, well, what are you going to achieve? You're not going to achieve anything. You have to come together and fight as one. I mean, this is a universal thing. This isn't about me and you, man. It's about everyone. We have to come together and fight against this as one people. And there are groups just everywhere, and they're fighting for themselves. Kansas City is free. Well, only for you, not for these people. Come on now, man. How can you be so blind? It's another thing that they did so beautifully. Sam is the one who's deaf, but really, you think about it in a way, it's Henry who's deaf and blind and mute too. He's the one who don't see it. He's the one who don't hear it. He's just doing things for himself. He's not thinking about the rest of the universe. Same thing goes to Kathleen. She's blind too. She's deaf too. Everyone for themselves. I understand it. I get it. I probably would be too. But I'm saying be forgiving. Like in certain situations, people make these choices, these decisions, because that seems like the least bad option. And no one's saying that it's a good option. Those guys themselves admitted it was bad. No one is good here. Come on, except the children, I suppose. But yeah, love, dependency, betrayal, vengeance. Batman has entered the Discord server. Vengeance. I love the themes in these shows. I love the underlying messages. I love the way they're shot. They're entertaining. They're sad. There are happy moments. There are funny moments. And yeah, I hope we can learn from it, man. I hope at the end of the day, we're not just watching to kill time and just to be entertained. I hope we do learn from it. And I hope I learn from it. And I hope that I'm making sense when I become a little emotional and a bit, out there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for enduring me. Thank you for surviving me. Thank you for supporting me all this time as well, patrons, and every single one of you out there. And yeah, do help out as much as you can with all these disasters that are happening all around the world, these wars, and just innocent people. And really, the poor are the ones that are getting hurt the most, whether it's a war, or a natural disaster, or a famine, or a whatever. You know, it's the poor that are always the innocent, the ones at the bottom, you know, the ones that are already getting crushed. They get crushed even harder. So help if you can. Please also keep that in mind that it's not an obligation. If you yourself are in a position where you need help, then it is absolutely necessary for you to take care of yourself. So don't forget that, all right? Help, but only if you can. Thank you so much for watching once again. Like I said, I'll be going away. And I'll be back though, hopefully. Well, if I endure and survive, hopefully I'm back. And if I am, I'll see you guys again, and you'll see me again, and we'll talk, and we'll, you know, do this kind of stuff. So yay. Thank you so much, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice